Impossible! You are nothing before the staff of origination!
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Neonangel, and today we're going to be facing the final boss in League of Explorers. It is Rafaam again, this time unleashed. He is going to have the special hero power of Staff of Origination, and this makes him immune to any damage that you do to him. Every 3 turns it's going to turn off. You've got a window of 1 turn to damage him. He will also summon one of these bosses here, which have varying abilities that can cause problems, but the most problematic ones are these 3 right here, Arcadis, Chieftain Scarvash, and Lady Nazjar. Those 3 will affect things that you have on the board, and they can really screw you up if they come out early. So you definitely want to be on the lookout for those. The deck that I use here, I've used similar ones in the past. It's just a mill deck, and I found that it's really the best way to deal with him because the rest of the time it's going to be left to luck. The most important card here is your Cold Light Oracle. That really gets your draws going, so you can start drawing him to fatigue, which is how you're going to kill him eventually. And this is really the most effective way to do it that I've tried anyway. And if you haven't played a mill deck before, you definitely want to watch the videos just to see how I handle it. That'll give you a good idea of how you should be playing it. So let's go ahead and get started here.
Behold the full power of the staff!
Watch your...
When you mulligan, it's best if you can get one of the Cold Light Oracles like that. You don't absolutely have to have it, but it really is a key to winning against this boss. You really need to have that card to make the mill deck work. You also don't want to play it if it's just going to get killed. You want to play it whenever you can either bounce it back to your hand or make copies of it, just so you get some additional value out of it. If you aren't able to make copies of it, then you're going to end up drawing yourself into fatigue, possibly. So that's something that you have to watch out for.
The staff's nearly at its peak. Be ready.
Power overwhelming!
Now, on his 3rd turn, like I mentioned before, he is going to get one of the boss minions. They're all 10/10s, and all of their abilities can be a pain, but the 3 that I mentioned at the very beginning are the ones you really have to watch out for. The other ones you can pretty well deal with. You really want to have a poisonous minion out early if you can. That's the best way to be able to deal with those large minions like that. Getting cursed like that can be a pain, so you do want to try and get rid of that as soon as possible. Now you'll also notice that your hero power changes as well. And you basically get to rummage through artifacts, and you can get some really powerful cards from that special ability. But it's not absolutely crucial that you use those, but they can be some pretty good cards, and they all cost 0.
The damned stand ready.
And oddly enough, he did not kill the Cold Light Oracle, which was a mistake on his part, because I'm definitely going to use it again. I usually go ahead and pull them back whenever I can, just so they aren't left out there vulnerable.
I hope you like my invention.
And the Vile Spawn Slayers are great in this deck too, because you can usually bounce them back to your hand to get multiple uses out of them.
Set up.
And with the artifacts that you can rummage through, they all cost 0, so it's a great way to cast something and still be able to get the Vile Spawn Slayer out.
I want you, and you, and you.
Might as well go ahead and get a ton of copies of the Cold Light Oracle in there now. It's always nice to have Bran on hand, but he's not crucial, but he will just help you get there faster, you know, when you're drawing 4 cards compared to 2. Flame Strike really hurts there. And luckily I still had another Vanish here, so I'm going to be able to take care of all the mummies.
The staff is nearly ready. Set up.
See, now I've got a Slayer ready for the minion he brings out. And it's definitely going to come in handy right here. Now I have to take care of Arcadis first because otherwise he'll keep transforming my minions. This wax elemental here is definitely going to hold his own though.
None may steal our secrets.
And now that he's out of cards, I mean, you can continue to still go ahead and play the oracles and have him draw more cards. And it's just going to stack up the damage that he will take whenever he's not immune. So don't worry about waiting until he is able to be damaged. You can go ahead and still keep stacking that damage up ahead of time.
Drink with me, friend.
I don't have enough mana.
I want you, and you, and you.
I have a ton of oracles in the deck now. That's pretty much all that's left in there.
The staff is nearly ready. Set up.
Meteor is a nice one to have for free.
Ancient curse.
Now, he should be dead this turn, I believe.
I have too many minions.
I'm trying to kill a couple of things so I can go ahead and play more oracles.
I'm almost out of cards.
And that's going to be it. He is dead. So that's win number 1 for me. And like I usually do here, I'm going to go ahead and play through until I've won 5 games. So sit back and enjoy. That was pretty bad there. He got off to a really fast start. And I didn't have anything to deal with the boss minion that came out right away. Keeper of Uldaman. Entomb. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's probably it for me. I don't think I can come back from that. It looked like it was good in the beginning, but I don't know. Desperately needed another vanish, but I don't have it, so... And of course, Flame Strike seals the deal. So that one, unfortunately, I didn't make it on that one. But sometimes he just gets out so fast, you really can't do much about it. Lady Nazjar there is very glad to be able to get rid of her because she can cause lots of problems. All of your taunts, your poisonous minions, they mean nothing because they'll get changed. Another cool thing, if you have Bran out and then play the Lab Recruiter, I mean, you can get 6 copies of something rather than just 3. So you can really fill your hand or fill your deck up with the Cold Light Oracles that way. And of course, Flame Strike wrecks the board again. But you know what? That's okay. And thank God for Vanish, otherwise I would be toast right there. But he is going to be dead again. This is looking pretty bad right now, actually. Chieftain Scarvash causes a lot of problems because he messes up all the costs of everything in your hand. So if he manages to get him out early, you're probably dead just because you can't cast anything to be able to keep up. Again, I hate Lady Nazjar. But she gave me a couple of things I can work with here. This is going to be really close. That was not what I wanted to see happen. But I got really lucky. I got very lucky on that one, but I still managed to do it. He just used Flame Strike to wipe out 2 minions. Sort of a waste on his part. Well, I was hoping she would give me something good. Well, I got something good there, but then so did he. I just have to kill everything. And there we go. That is going to be win number 4. You'll notice that he has a ton of removal. So, I mean, he's got the Lightning Storm, Flame Strike, Twisting Nether. He just has all sorts of stuff that can completely wipe you out. Which is why most of the time you can't even do damage to him because you have no minions left on the board. Which is why this deck works, being a mill deck, because you just have to get him to fatigue. You would rarely actually kill him with any damage on the board. It can happen, though. I was hoping I would draw one of the vanishes there, but I didn't. Still think I can make it work, though. See, the bad thing about Curse, too, is a lot of times you have a full hand. When he gives it to you, you end up burning a card. See, this is not looking good right now. Not good at all. But I should be able to kill him. Not right now, but if I can survive another couple of turns here. Oh, and there's exactly what I needed. Definitely had to have the vanish there. One health, but he's gonna be dead. So that is win number 5. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. Now it's time to move on to the next one. You'll find that mill decks are a lot of fun, really. I enjoyed playing this one a lot. I've enjoyed it on other fights too, but I really like it on this one. Anyway, thanks again. I'll see you next time.